Hey guys, it's Tarkin coming at you with another game of Geometry Dash, and we're trying to work through a bunch of customs that people have sent us in the past. This one's called Color Special, and according to the lineup, besides this troll verdant landscape that somebody sent me for my very first one, and one that somebody made just for me earlier, Color Special was the next one. So we're going to try to go through. We're probably going to go on practice mode. Is it on? Alright, yeah, we need and now we can place them. Hey Starburst, you're going to sleep soon? Me too, maybe. Alright, let me see if I can get anywhere in this. No, not there. This level is incredibly disorienting to me. But I'm also like so bad at using practice mode that it's barely a help. Alright. How do you submit a level? Suthy Boy, basically just like, I don't have a process. They sent this level in like the first day I was playing Geometry Dash. I just sort of have like a backlog, you know. But okay, weird. Yeah, I would never have been able to do this level without practice, but I still can't do this level. I don't understand. But if you just throw, like, I may not get to yours today is what I'm saying, but if you want to throw it into chat, I will download it, and then, like, someday I'll try to play it, but I wanted to try to get through this one at the very least in practice mode. I'm not trying to, like, complete it for real here, because I don't know. Alright, we might have gotten as far as I can get. I don't... Because I don't know what's... Okay, there we go. We avoided it. That's what you have to do. You've got to jump around it somehow. No, that didn't work. Okay. I hit it some weird way okay, if we fall off the side of it entirely, no. There we go. So we can avoid becoming a spider at all, but we have to hit it at like this really exact line here. Yeah, we gotta do better than that. I don't know how this works. I'm just faking it. Hey, good news. Well, not that good of news. Okay, that, alright, we got through that part. This is not the most legitimate of all practice runs, but I don't even understand what most of these concepts are, so, let alone visually what's going on, so it's sort of difficult for a number of reasons. I've never seen those things before. I'm just hitting the button whenever I see a thing on the screen and hoping it's right. I don't know, maybe we're not going to beat this one today. And the rating for this level is hard, and I find it incomprehensible. Like, I guess it's not that hard if it wasn't tilted, but I can't, like, it's so disorienting visually. You know, it's really something. Well, that one won't work. We go underneath here? No. Alright. Yeah, Sethy Boy, if you want to just throw the ID The actual ID, please, not the name of the level, unless it's very, very specific. Because in the past I've had trouble with people giving me names that aren't IDs. But yeah, we'll go ahead and play that. Give it a try, because I don't know this. I don't know what's going on here. Alright, no, I shouldn't give up quite yet. Maybe it's about to start making sense again. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, yeah, it's a cool level. We'll give it the old thumbs up. Maybe I'll try to come back and play that some other day. But alright, so the next one is this Danger Cat person has made this level called Dash, which I guess maybe this is a... Was this the troll level where you automatically die every time? No. But I do die every time. Okay, and this would have been where I gave up probably, because I had no idea how to do the wave, and I still am not good at it. Alright, the roof is poisonous. The roof continues to be poisonous. And then we flip upside down. And then I have no idea. Okay, that's an automatic flying thing there. Got it. A feature of custom levels seems to be an aesthetic design that makes it impossible to see what's going on, which I suppose is fun. I keep on dying. It's like everything is, you know, it's very difficult to tell what's poisonous and what's not. Like both of those squares on the ground look like they would hurt you. What is this? This is a level called Dash by a person called Danger Cat that had been recommended to me long ago. I have no idea what's going on. Great. Okay. I still don't know what's going on. We'll set a checkpoint there and then... Right. Obviously. Sure. No. Okay, yeah, whatever. What? What's the point of all of those portals being together? Oh, because you have to go through them in a row or it doesn't work and you die. Got it. Yeah, for sure. I'll check it out here in a bit, maybe, unless no one's ever played it, in which case I won't, because someone made me nervous the other day. And now I don't want to play levels that other people haven't played before. Because they sent me this level that said you got trolled, but it could have said literally anything, and I would have been broadcasted on the internet, so I don't think it's a good idea for me to play levels that nobody has ever played before without looking at them first, which I do not have the time to do right now. And it says, try to do it without doing checkpoints. I'm never going to do that level without completing any checkpoints. Alright, well, if you promise. You see, this is why I have to tell people no all the time, because I am incredibly naive and easy to fool. I almost did it, even though I said I wasn't going to do it. Like I said, I'm incredibly naive. I shouldn't be on the internet. I should not be doing this. I'll download it and then I'll play it some other day. Yeah, I don't think I need to take requests live. I think that's a bad idea. I'm already feeling like all of the unpleasant anxieties that I get from social interactions. I'm not trying to blame you. Please don't feel bad. But I don't think I need to take live requests. I don't think I need to talk actively with people. See, like, I only do okay with the streaming because I'm really only talking at people. If I'm talking with people, then I, like, can't breathe and I start, like, feeling really terrible inside, like I'm dying, like what's happening right now. I should just stop talking and start playing the game. Anyway, I appreciate you making the challenge, but I'm trying not to do things that I've set out to not do. Like, play things in the dark. This level said you got trolled once, and it changed everything, so I hope those people are happy. They made me scared. And I would have given up on this level here because I wouldn't have known what the wave was. I still don't know. Yes, if somebody checks it, then that is alright. I hope you don't take my hesitance as some sort of slight on you. I am just a very nervous person by nature. Okay. Oh, and then it slides up there. Got it. Okay, not like that. Ah, it fools you. I died. I'm so bad. Yeah, this is a cool little level. I don't know why somebody thought I could have beat this before I even knew how to do the waveform. Maybe they thought I would learn in it. But yes, a nice normal level. I remember playing it, and I must have given up right when the wave thing got weird. But a nice level there. And then here's Mono Ring Monday. Not like that. So an extended waveform thing where you swap in the middle somewhat. Very extended, something like 10% straight. It's a very long segment. Probably makes sense with the music, which I'll never listen to. Not like that. What? I've never seen that thing before. It looks like a submersible, except it's got rockets on it. Like an escape pod? Alright, I don't... I really don't understand what's going on. At all. It's alright. I guess maybe I'll give up here. Because I don't get what's going on with that thing at all. When I click it, it changes my direction. Well, that would explain why I feel like I'm not... So it maintains velocity, and all you're doing is, like... I see. Okay. I was trying to figure out how to regularly control its momentum, but it's controlling its own momentum, and all you're doing is controlling a thruster, basically. I say I understand, I don't. I'm gonna die again, and again, because I don't actually know how to do it. Yeah, kind of like the wave, except for that part where I crashed. That, you know, in retrospect, is exactly like the wave. Hey, Natasha. I am dying repeatedly. Anyway, I give up. Anyway, that level's fine. Good stuff, you know. Making our way through. This guy sent us a lot of levels. Well, let's go to one that's been sent by a person who wasn't them. Quiet Trip, that's right. That one was a good one. Rebound Ramparts. Maybe I did. Are we caught up? Doom. No, that's the thing that's actually Doom. Alright, and the level failed. Well, I guess we'll try to get coins or something. I don't know what's up with that that pod thing. Maybe we'll just we'll hope to never see it ever again. Alright, so here's this challenge, and challenge is a good word for it. I have no idea what's going on here. Alright, so we drop down, and then we have to jump and then jump again and then another jump and then maybe there. Nope, not there. Almost. Hey, we win! Apparently the key is to miss those other things. And then you can do it. Very nicely done. The only way to beat the level is to play it wrong, which was, you know, my specialty. And that's me, you know, finding a way to make it work. Is this window open? It's like, anyway, I'll just hope that that it's still streaming. Looks like the window's frozen. It's not ideal. Not ideal at all. If you will bear with me real quick, I will try to open this in another window. They said it shouldn't be done. Alright, I think this is working now. Ah yes, and it didn't. And let us try to get some coins or something now. So we got 2 on Stereo Madness, but I have no idea where the third one is. But we might as well try to get them in dry out, even though I couldn't even beat this level earlier today, because I'm terrible. Are you joking? Alright, so while I said I was bad, I didn't think I was that bad, and yet I quite clearly am. I feel like I'm going to have to, like, play through all these early levels again as if I had never played them before. Maybe I don't need coins, you know? I feel like whenever I beat these levels at whatever, I don't need to get coins. I don't need to get coins. I don't need to play a level I've beat ever again. It doesn't matter. Let's try. No, there's nothing else in the game to do, right? I should just quit. No, Geometrical Dominator. There we go. That's another one with a face that's recognizable. That's not all pink and angry. Alright, I can quit the game some other day. I despair of my ability to ever do a level in this game that's actually hard. You say it's cool it has a memory part, though? Well, then I won't ever beat it. It's beautiful, though. It's very interesting. Theory of Everything's your favorite? I mean, I can try to play it some. I didn't try to play it that much in the past. I think it's far beyond my abilities. I think I got to 6% and I was just like, whatever, there's no point in trying. Yeah, I can't really do a level where I can't see what's gonna happen. Sure, not at all sure what's going on with that. Right. I can't even do the parts of the map that act like a normal map. What? Like, yeah, whatever. Oh, yeah, sure. What? Hi, Bouncy Block. I'm currently being outraged at this map not showing me what's about to happen until it happens to me. Yeah, I beat blast processing this morning. It went pretty well. Not like immediate. I think it was attempt like 37 or 38 of the morning, but it didn't take too long to get it together. Did you make any progress on what you're working on? What? Okay, so it chomps down on us like an angry dinosaur. Got it. So here, and then just a straight fly there, and then it tries to chomp you. Alright, this is not a great checkpoint, but it's fine. It's not like a certainly fatal one. Just building consistency, but no new good runs. Well, that's too bad, but hey, consistency, that's what it's all about. I say as I consistently run into the walls, so you can see that I understand the value of doing something the same way. Ow, alright. Right, sure. Right, whatever. There's a whole lot visually going on there. Kinda difficult to see what I'm supposed to be paying attention to. Although that's, you know, I never notice what I'm supposed to notice. I always notice something that I'm not supposed to notice. That's the story of my life. If there's like 100 important things and one unimportant thing, you can count on me to really, really notice the thing that doesn't matter. I don't. It drops the same way every time. Why can I not? Just... Alright, something about the fact that it looks like I'm supposed to jump is really messing with me. Oh, man. What a failure of a human body to just, like, not jump there. There we go. Hey, I didn't jump there. Hey, I did fall down right after, but I didn't jump the one time. Hey, Angelo, how's it been? I hope you're well. After 100 years? Oh, it hasn't been that bad. Had that long, rather. The little arrows are directions. Oh, like, this one's gonna go down, this one's gonna go up. But you can't see the arrow until it's there. Oh, it means the next one is gonna do that. I got it. I mean, not got it, but I know what you mean now. Okay, that one has an X on it, which means no, don't jump there. Alright, so how are we gonna get through there if we don't jump there? We jump, but we don't hit the thing, and then... Alright, no, we don't do that. We die instead. There we go. What? I don't... I have quite the same attitude as the faces in the background do. I'm just... So we get to this segment here where we're upside down. If it wasn't clear, what I'm just doing is jumping randomly and hoping that I won't run into anything. And if you're wondering if that is significantly different, I didn't know what happened there. If you're wondering if that's significantly different than my normal gameplay style, I mean, not that different. We got eaten by an angry little dinosaur again. Okay, so what's going on there? So those spikes are there all the time. The fact that you can't see them is immaterial. They appear when I die to brag about it. Now I got it. Okay. I'm like, why is it that right after I'm crashing, it looks like they're there, but I never see them? It's because they aren't there when I'm running into them. Well, not visually there, and yet in a very real, piercing sense, quite there. Alright, this is a bad checkpoint. This is a bad checkpoint. I'm never going to beat this level for real, but there's no reason not to continue on in the practice. Ah, the floor there is quite dangerous. Well, that segment's easy at least. And this one is incomprehensible again. Good stuff. Yeah, I was gaslighting myself the first several times I was dying. I'm like, man, you gotta look closer. You're just like running right into them. I can't believe you don't see those things. They're right in front of your face, but they weren't there whenever I was falling into them. They were there before I could have fallen. But this segment's easy because you can just skirt the bottom there and bounce. I say easy. It appears to be easy. So, at least this segment, I feel like confident about my ability to get through if we got here. Because it's actually pretty simple there. Well, as I crash into the wall. Alright, so as I was saying, since I am, a very accomplished rocket ship master, I will almost certainly, if I get here, be able to get through this segment. Anyway, now with renewed focus, we're going to run into the dinosaur's mouth. I assume these are dinosaurs. Some kind of sauropod. Right. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't think I was gonna die right there. There I could have anticipated. But the point I'm making with these rocket ship deaths, inelegantly, is that there's nothing in this rocket ship section that can't just, be casually done if I get here, including running into these walls. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we need to decline much earlier in that arc. Got it. And not do that. Because here you just gotta bounce there once. Here, no, twice there. Got it. What? Alright. You say that dark part's infamous? Well, I can see why. Is this a good checkpoint? Yeah, it's a fine checkpoint. I say as I crash several times. But I feel fine about that little UFO. Well, not there, alright. The little UFO section here. I'll die on it when we get there occasionally, but I don't feel like we need to practice that segment any more than we had been. But this, of course, very difficult to see what you're doing on account of the light not being on. Right, sure. No, not like that. Didn't pay the energy bill. Yeah, either that or everybody paid the energy bill and wanted to turn it on at the same time. That can happen too. Happily, we do not, in recent years, have that problem in my state. But it happens in Texas, the state next door, pretty regularly when the weather gets extreme. And everybody tries to use more electricity, and then it drains the grid and such. Which, man, I get it. Who wants to be hot? Who wants to turn their lights off just so that, the guy down the road can play Geometry Dash in the dark? No, I'm like anybody else. If my AC doesn't work, you wouldn't find me in a cheerful mood. It gets real hot in Arkansas, guys. I'm not trying to brag. It gets hot in a lot of places, but it gets real hot here. In the summer, you will find me complaining about it a lot, probably. Oh my absolute goodness. This should sure be a lot easier if I could see. See, this section here is interesting because if I just do it randomly, like yes, no sort of opportunities, about 25% of the time, it'll make it look like I know how to get through here. Like right now, well, not there because I jumped again. I keep on jumping. It's like the things that the game does to try to cue me that things are happening, I interpret wildly different than what the game is meaning for me to do. Which, hey, story of my life, right? Inadequate interpretation of symbols. One of my many charms, such as they are. I died again. Like, I'm trying to see what these things have in common, and I refuse to believe that the places you jump and the places you don't jump are discernibly different. Except that some of them have arrows, but not every place that you're meant to go to has an arrow. That one has an arrow, but you're supposed to jump not to land there, but to get away from there, which the other arrows all tell you where you're supposed to be landing at. And anyway, like I say, symbolic interpretation. It may be why I'm a bad poet. It's certainly why I'm a bad Geometry Dash player. The arrow says down, so I went down. I'm glad I eventually started doing practice mode. I think it was you guys making segmented custom things for me because I wouldn't learn practice mode that embarrassed me. Because I'm like, man, I can't have these people out here, like, learning how to do it because I won't. And, like, making me a level for the parts I'm stuck at whenever I could just get there. Because, man, how many thousands of times would I fail on this level? Like, what's even going on here? Nobody knows. I am the worst. These arrows are, they're very, very foolish. Foolishness-inducing. They make me feel foolish. I am awful. I think this is exposing how much I rely on being able to see in order to play the game. Not like I can even do this right when I can see, you know? But I certainly have a lot of trouble when I can't see it. It is visually very fun. It's probably more fun to watch than it is for me to play and die. Oh, man. Not like that. Okay, come on now. Not there. Ay, ay, ay. Not there. Like, I'm just watching the stream now. I'm like, yeah, that actually kind of does look nice. Look at me making my death a beautiful spectacle for others, just like I always wanted. Ah, green block, truly 10,000 more deaths are in your future. Buckle up. Enlightenment is not yours today, green block. Suffering is your lot as it is mine. I died again. I've got to quit jumping there, and yet, as I say that I've got to, I feel like maybe I'll keep doing it. It's hard to say. I mean, who among us can really tell the future? If you can, keep it to yourself. No good will come of letting others know. I saw a documentary about it. They used cartoon characters, but I'm pretty sure everything in it was true. I died again. If you could have seen that I was going to do that, didn't you feel so much better not letting me know and letting me discover it for myself? That would have been the moral of the story. I died again. Okay, can I just not do that? Can I just please grow up and not... Okay, you know, I actually feel better about dying there. That's a better place to die than on that one spike. That too is a better place. Maybe I'll die in some new and interesting way here. Yes, nope, on the spike again. Some character said, "I don't mind dying as long as it looks fabulous." That's a fun set of words to say about the subject. Gabriel Garcia Marquez wrote, "The only regret that I will have in dying is if it is not for love." And I like that line very, very much. I think I said it right. He wrote it in Spanish, of course, which I don't speak. But I think that's the translation. I don't think I screwed up a word anywhere. I mean, I didn't translate it myself, obviously. Y'all know I don't speak Spanish. But I have read all of his books. I died again. Garcia Marquez? No, he died, some years ago. Less than 15 years ago. I want to say he passed in like 2013 or 2014, if memory serves. I would have written a poem about it. But yeah, I've read all of his books. A very famous author, of course, and deservedly so. My very popular opinion on the subject is that he is among the finest of all fiction writers in any language, and certainly a great treasure of the modern era as far as literature goes. I think his books are a wonderful achievement. You have like his hyper famous books like Love in the Time of Cholera, 100 Years of Solitude, but then he has these novellas that were wonderful. There's one called Chronicle of a Death Foretold that's sort of like told as if it's sort of like a reporter doing like a true crime sort of thing, like trying to figure out why this murder happened, but everybody knows why it happened, except, well, maybe they don't. And it's really wonderful. And then there was one called Of Love and Other Demons that I thought was very daring and interesting. And The General in this Labyrinth was so good. Anyway, his whole career really characterized by excellence. I never read a single one of his books and was like, man, I sure am sorry that I'm reading Gabriel Garcia Marquez again. It's always like, wow, this guy is really head and shoulders over almost everyone. So, you know, once somebody gets the Nobel Prize for Literature, you don't really need to compliment them, but I'm happy to do it. And certainly, if anyone out there was on the fence about reading one of his books, go ahead and treat yourself. I want to say he's like the premier literary figure of Colombian history, but I am not an expert on Colombian literature. I would be surprised if there was anyone else of his stature because, well, I should have read them if there was. We reached 400 tries. And yet I still can't get anywhere here. Well, some of these didn't count because, I was really just thinking about books. I died again. I mean, if that's the case, then almost none of my deaths count. I'm frequently thinking about books. I died again. It's like, I can't... So if I play this level like 10,000 times, I'll get here. And then if I do that... Oh, man. Okay, why don't I just jump into it at a slightly different angle this time? That'll be good. That'll be sensible. That'll be useful. I died again. Yes, I am dying in the same 3 spots. Do you want to guess why? They're the only 3 places that you can make a choice that let you die. Because there, you just fall down and then you bounce up, right? Right here, that's automatic. Then there's 1, then you could die there, but who's going to not hit that? You're always going to hit that. So there's that one. There's that one. But if you jump there, there's the 3rd one. So there's literally only 3 places to die, and that is why I'm dying in the same 3 spots. I don't know what happened there. Because it's either I'm trying to react so I die, or I'm trying to do things proactively so I die. And never that I do anything right. That's okay. I'm not gonna get like upset about my nature at this point in life. That'd be a little late in the game. I need to just draw myself a little map of it and put it on the wall. The problem with that, of course, is that I can't draw, and I doubt it would be any more helpful than complaining would be. Not that I think complaining is that helpful, but I think it would be more helpful than drawing a picture. I cannot stress enough how bad I am at drawing. I can't even draw a stick figure that goes straight up and down. Yep. Now there's a 4th one. Exactly. What a positive outlook. Do I think it would be helpful if I could see? I'm sure that I would be able to do it slightly better if I could, but I don't. I don't think it would be helpful when the lights turn back off. I don't know. I think just like, I don't know. I'm a very weak Geometry Dash player. It's still a game from 2014 called Dummies Who Die. I remember a song, a marvelous song that was done by like the Australian something Society of Not Being Hit by Trains, and it was called Dumb Ways to Die. And I don't remember the year that it came out, but it was really marvelous and a real earworm too, like a lot of fun to listen to. It's sometimes when one of my friends says they're going to eat a pie that's been sitting in their refrigerator or out on the counter too long, I sing a couple of bars from the song to them. or when people, you know, stick their fork into a toaster or whatever. Hello, cat. This level is impossible. Well, you are clearly capable of things far beyond my ability. At this point in the level, Untitled Goose Game. Yes, I remember Untitled Goose Game existing. I remember when Goat Simulator came out. I never played Goat Simulator. We had goats. Like, I had to milk a goat in the morning and night whenever I was a kid growing up and such. So, like, I didn't really want to pretend to be a goat, because I don't hate goats like I hate sheep, but I don't like love them or anything. They smell bad. They have fun personalities, but, you know, like, when you've known goats pretty well, you don't want to hang out with them sometimes. No, I think there are a lot of aspects of my childhood that I would have liked just fine if I had been able to choose them, but since I didn't have the ability to choose whether or not to have a goat, I just had to, you know, get up every morning and milk it. I resented that. But I would, you know, as a child and now, I would much rather play a video game about being a goat than have to deal with a goat in real life. Like, I don't have much of a sense of smell, but goats still stink. They smell so bad. I'm sorry, you're not supposed to talk about it, but it's true. They are awful. Wonderful singing voices, though. What? Oh no, it keeps on going? This is the worst day of my life. When you say Goat Simulator, it seems like the whole thing was coded by a drunk person. Well, it may well have been. Or a sober goat. I think I own it. I should play it someday. Because if it like really gets you into the mind of a goat, which is a strange place. Like, I can't remember the name of it right now, but there's like a children's book about these goats. They just like live in a trash heap, right? And just like eat trash. And it's the most realistic depiction of goats. I mean, not that goats want to eat trash. Goats want to eat, you know, sweet corn and your ear and part of your gloves. But they would be delighted to eat trash too, if none of those other things are available. You say Goat Sim is about making nothing but chaos and you're a goat. Fun stuff. Goats are hilarious. Like I say, I don't like dislike them, but like I hate sheep, but goats are funny. They had this very endearing quality. So they had, you know, like a place to sleep in and stuff that was covered, and then there was also this sort of lean-to thing. So if it was raining or whatnot, they could have gone underneath that. And my goat hated getting rained on whenever, so like where we would take them out to the shed to milk them wasn't exactly where they lived in the field. That we like moved it over a little bit to where we would go and milk the goats, and like where the baby goats would live and stuff sometimes. So I'm really getting descriptive about this goat thing. But when it was raining, my goat would never want to like go out. She's just like real stubborn about walking the pretty short distance in the rain. But then, when she wasn't, like, having to go and walk, she would stand on top of the lean-to, like on top of it, getting rained on, and she perfectly well understood how roofs worked. Goats are not dumb. And that was a very endearing quality in her, because even when she was being super annoying and not wanting to go where I needed her to go, I knew that as soon as she got back into the field, she was just going to stand up on top of it and get rained on, like the emo goat she was. And I was like, you and me, girl, we're the same. I mean, who among us does not go stand in the rain sometimes just to feel it hit your face? I crashed it again. I'm so bad. I bet a goat could play this game better than me. Not like at my best, but at my right now. I bet a goat would have taken slightly longer to figure out practice mode, but they'd be better at it. Like, what's the point? I've never... Oh, man. You know, maybe if I just, like, kind of don't look at the screen. It's actually working. Like, I'm just sort of looking at it, but, like, not trying to do it right. I think I've queued into something. Since I'm bad, if I just don't let myself do anything, and I just sort of hit the button sometime, as if I were a goat, like a smart goat holding onto a controller, because a goat wouldn't think about the colors, right? A goat would just hit the button sometimes, and sure, the goat would run into that, but he wouldn't do it twice in a row, or she, whichever goat. We mainly had lady goats. For reasons. Male goats have even worse personalities. And although goat meat is delicious and a staple of people's diets around the world, my family did not eat our goats. They were just dairy goats. Although we ate a great many animals, not the goats. I am really failing to channel the goat here. Like, my inability to be the goat is manifest in all these times I'm dying. If I could just simulate the nature of the goat. Like, well, not like that. Can an infinite amount of goats with an infinite amount of time beat Geometrical Dominator? No, not a harder level. Clearly, if they could ever beat this level, they could beat any level. I crashed again. Infinite Goats could write Hamlet by Shakespeare, but they wouldn't want to, because goats are very vindictive, and they know what we've done to them, and they wouldn't want to give us Goat Shakespeare. Some say they've already rewritten it. Goat Hamlet's the same as regular Hamlet, plagued by indecision. They still call him Hamlet. They think it's kind of funny because he's not a pig. You would think that, like, goats would be lowbrow and they would just go for the pig angle for Hamlet, but not these goats. They're real artists. And also better Geometry Dash players than me. We did it! We died at 82%. We did it! I'm not sure what happened there. It doesn't matter. Okay. Yep. If I look to the right, you can see the little lines where the blocks will appear. You totally can. You totally can. They're those little winking lights. Right. Do you remember how I said earlier that I can notice everything that doesn't matter and nothing that does? Not like that. You were having this conversation, Bouncy Block. Yeah, normally they do the works of Shakespeare. Of course, the answer is that infinity is the answer. You know, if you have that many repetitions, it doesn't matter how unlikely it is. There's a fantastic short story by the Argentine writer Jorge Luis Borges called The Library of Babel, where it posits like an actual library that has basically every single book with every single combination of characters that could be, but existing in physical space. And if I'm not mistaken, someone like crunched a computer, so there is an actual like Library of Babel online that you can search for like where a thing would be, and they've rendered his sort of thought experiment short story into a real place on the internet you can go. But since I'm giving out book recommendations, if you want a real treat, Jorge Luis Borges is I was just talking about the finest writers of the modern era, but he is there too. I wouldn't call Library of Babel like even one of his strongest shorts, but it is certainly a very interesting one, and one that sort of the idea of it speaks to people really well. Borges had a book called Dream Tigers. It was El Hacedor, which means like the maker, I think, in Spanish. But Dream Tigers is how it's rendered into English. And then there was another one that was called Labyrinths, and they were both wonderful collections of his work. They have a picture of you there? That is scary. But yeah, but like part of the idea of the short story, The Library of Babel, is that there are like people, sort of like monks, librarians, that are in there looking for specific things, you know, like answers to enlightenment, or, you know, the like, stuff like that, who will spend, you know, their whole lives in this place of infinite knowledge, but because it's not organized in a way that's accessible to them, it doesn't matter that literally the answer to everything is there, seeking never to find, you know. Anyway, it's a really lovely concept, and beautifully written. I say beautifully translated into English. I assume it's awesome in Spanish also. Alright, we don't need to do that. Or that. Yikes. Ay, ay, ay. Anyway. Well, I had hoped to maybe get through it on practice, but I don't think it's gonna happen. And it is definitely about time for me to be wrapping it up here. Let's just try to push the checkpoints further. I literally can't get anywhere now. Great. What? Okay, whatever. I'm tired. What? I don't understand. The green crystals are buttons. Ah. What? Oh. Ah. Thanks, Bouncy Block. Yeah, I'm about to end in like a minute, so thank you for your good luck wishes. But if it doesn't happen like now, it's not gonna happen today. I despair of my ability to beat this on normal mode like ever. I don't think. I think it's gonna be another. Yeah, right. Like, what's even going on there? It's pretty, but... Alright, attempt 663! What? I just, like... One of me with infinite time could beat the level. It's not like Clutterfunk that I don't think I would ever beat. Because none of the segments, like, timing-wise, are that tricky. It's just that sticking them all together seems to be incredibly unlikely. But I could do it by accident. Whereas there are parts of Clutterfunk that I will never do by accident. And that level's not even hard. Not sure what's going on there. Equally unsure what's going on there. Angela's not counting, the game's counting. 710. Ah. Yeah, you can disable it if you want, but I like to keep it on. You know, to just sort of rub it in how I've been doing. Alright, there you go. 715 attempts. Hooray. Practice complete. Ugh. Alright. Well, that's a good one to end it on. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Good night, Natasha and Angelo. Good night, Liam. I will see you guys later. You know, I got a couple of days. Should be full of streaming in the next couple. So, see you guys then. If you're watching in the future, disregard that. You say now I have to glue together my best parts? Of what? Of the level? I don't think my best segments all together will result in victory. If you remember my 500 deaths in the little shiny place with all the lights, except none of them. Anyway, unimportant. I'm so bad at this game. But hey, look, we've beaten it in practice at least. But see you guys later. Yep, that's all I got for you.